Okay, this tutorial is going to show you how to get started in our LEGO NXT robotic programming. First of all, what you're going to do, you're going to log yourself onto the VDI, which you are familiar with how to do. You're going to click My VDI, moonarea.net, and you're going to type your credentials, username being your lunch number, password being what you use to get into your laptop. Click on your middle school. Now, the program that you're going to select here on the desktop of the VDI is this NXT 2.1 programming. Now, it opens up a Getting Started screen. Real important that we do this correctly, especially since we're on the VDI. We need to make sure that this is saved in your MS Tech Ed drives. The first thing you're going to do, you're going to call this your name, and whatever you want to call the program. In this case, we'll call it Square, but a couple different challenges. Just name it appropriately. Click Go. Now, before you do anything else, we need to make sure that this is directed not to the VDI desktop, but to your MS Tech Ed folder. You're going to do a File, Save As, and we're going to browse. Go to this PC, MS Tech Ed M, Students, Fin, your grade level, your 9 weeks, and where you've created a folder. Now, if you have not created a folder, you can just simply click this Create New Folder button. This is only if you have not. We'll call this test folder. You want to call it your name, obviously. And then you're going to click Save. Once you click Save there, you're going to click Save on this Save As. And this will now be able to be opened from the VDI, no matter whether you do it today, tomorrow, or a week from now. It'll be saved on your particular MS Tech drive. Just to kind of give you a basic overview of the LEGO robotics software, this is called your workbench. This is where we bring in what are called commands. Commands can be move. You can have different sounds, different what are called wait commands, depending on the different sensors that we're going to use. Loop command is just pretty much repeats. And we have a couple switch commands. So really, you're just going to initially concern yourself with following some of the tutorials that are in here in this particular program. And those are located on what's called the Robot Educator Common or Complete palette. So we can start off here with the Common palette. And really, the first one I recommend that you do, just to kind of get your feet wet here, has to do with Drive-In Square. Now, the Drive-In Square walks you through, even gives you a little video of what the robot's supposed to do. Obviously, this one drives into Square. Gives you a building guide. You don't need to worry about that. I've already built those for you. And a programming guide. So you're going to do a little bit of the programming. Now, this is good in any language because it's all pictures. You're just going to follow the picture directions here. And in this case, here it tells us to make a loop. Drag it out to your workbench. Go to the next step. Change it to count of 4. So we're going to change this to count. This is called your durations. 4. Next step. You're going to drag one of your motor boxes in here. You're going to set up your durations on that motor box, and it's going to say that it makes sure that you drive forward. They're going to ask you to set the power to 75. And you're going to tell it to go 1 rotation. Next, drag your motor box down as it tells you to. And it tells you to change this to a turn. And rather than rotations for your duration, you're going to use what are called degrees. Click the next step. And the next step is your upload. Now, this changes a little bit when you're on the VDI. There's one extra step that it's important that you do. First of all, I'll tell you, and you won't see this on the tutorial, but I'm going to tell you to take one of the robots, the NXT robots, plug it in with the USB controller that we've given you, the USB cable, and turn it on. Turning it on is done with the orange button in the center. Now, if you were to just click like it says here, you would get an error message that says there's no USB NXT no longer connected. We can fix that. How you fix that? Up here on the VDI, there's a drop down that says connect USB device. And you're going to have to select Lego Mindstorm NXT. You'll hear it kind of recognize itself. And now you can upload your program. Now you can take your bot over to one of the tables that we have set up, and you can look for your program. And you can do that through the My Files, Software Files, and you should be able to flip through and find your name.